my name is Natasha. In this video, I want to encourage teenagers to always focus on their studies and stay committed at school. Did you know that in the colonial era, education was worse than today's era, and the colonizer imposed strict rules that even the native cannot go to school? Nowadays, teenagers have the opportunity to learn and they can achieve their dreams. If compared to the teenagers in the colonial era, they had no opportunity to learn and they cannot achieve their dreams because now most teenagers complain about school and they cannot focus on their studies because they become mentally exhausted while studying. That can be including a lack of motivation, emotional stability, student talents, and health issues related to their eating habits and lifestyle that can lead to stress, sadness, and mental illness. In the past, Indonesian teenagers were interested in going to school, but during the colonial era, Indonesian society went through an economic crisis, so they cannot afford the school fees. In the Dutch colonial era, the Dutch established a complicated education system because the classification was quite a realization of the discrimination of the education system. The aims and politics of Dutch education are only for interest of the Dutch because the Dutch do not prioritize native people. Example, in the 20th century, women cannot go to school because Indonesian tradition still existed. Nowadays, everyone can go to school and the government even provides free public school. The education system is not only controlled by the Dutch colonizer but also with the Japanese. The education policy system they used by Japan was to change the official language of instruction to the nation that replaced Dutch. And at the time, there was only one type of basic education, that is primary school for 6 years. However, the Japanese education policy had a positive impact on the native who were not allowed to go to school because the Dutch only allowed nobles, rich people, and Dutch people to go to school. In today's era, most schools use learning devices because the learning process will be more efficient and effective. Students learn using devices to access all information easily. While in the colonial era before and after independence in 16th to 20th centuries, school supplies were very limited. They only used simple learning tools such as blackboards, wooden rulers, notebooks, and chalk. In this day, technological development and new regulation of education, all schools use LCD project, laptops, and even private schools rarely use notebooks. We can access all the information we need from the internet. We just need browse on Google. Google has helped many people as well as Gmail, which is useful for send mail via the internet. Imagine after a long centuries, students learn without devices, no internet, limited access, and no learning apps. They only use notebooks as study notes. Using devices will provide all access to learning and provide access to education for students. They don't have to worry about school nowadays because the needs of the schools are enough to provide the needs of students for education in this era. Thank you.